What happened to Dave Blankenship? Why he left the curse of Oak Island, explained. Dave Blankenship was a steady presence on the curse of Oak Island for several seasons, but suddenly he was gone. Secrets and treasure abound on the curse of Oak Island, a History Channel TV series that takes place on the eponymous island, located on the south shore of Nova Scotia. Brothers Marty and Rick Legina moved to the island after hearing about the curious history there, intending to investigate it to its fullest extent. There have been 12 seasons of the show now, with many people coming and going from the cast. Dan Blankenship was an original treasure seeker on Oak Island for nearly 50 years when the Laginas arrived and helped the brothers with their searches, despite being over 90 years old for most of his time on the show. Dan passed away at 95 before the start of Season 7, but his son Dave continued on, at least for a while. Dave is one of only 3 permanent inhabitants of the island and is partially paralyzed from a past industrial accident. A fan favorite on the Curse of Oak Island, viewers were sad to see that he suddenly disappeared. Dave Blankenship left the Curse of Oak Island after Season 7 for some unknown reason. Some fans on Reddit speculate that hardships brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic kept Dave away from Season 8, and he simply never returned. Another theory suggests that there was some bad blood between Dave and the Curse of Oak Island producers. In a since-deleted Facebook comment attributed to Dave Blankenship, and only viewable on Imgur, Dave writes about his reason for leaving the show. There's no way to verify this comment without Dave himself coming forward, but the website Mysteries of Canada also posits this same theory. In this story, Dave was frustrated with the Curse of Oak Island for never giving his father the proper due for his part in uncovering the secrets and treasures there, essentially making the show the hit that it has been. This is all alleged, of course, and there have been no official statements about Dave's disappearance. It's a somewhat fitting mystery for a show obsessed with them. It's possible that Dave left the show due to his injury, partial paralysis. While working at a construction site as a steelworker on March 31, 1986, a heavy air compressor snapped the boom of a crane, sending its cable whipping around wildly. Mysteries of Canada. The cable snapped into Dave's knees, sending him 46 feet through the air and smashing through the window of the crane's cab. His hard hat pinched his carotid artery against the window frame, and Dave suffered a stroke that put him into a coma. Dave said about his coma, Dave did end up getting out of bed, and soon he had recovered most of his bodily functions, though the left side of his body still has significant numbness. Dave has a good outlook on his injury, saying, "It's one of the reasons Dave Blankenship and his father worked so well on the Curse of Oak Island. They were never afraid to speak their minds and could often stop the Laginas from doing something exceptionally ill-advised. They were the real caretakers of the island, and their presence on it made the work of the show feel like something more intimate. The rolling waves of Oak Island's coastline have witnessed mysteries for centuries, from pirate legends to treasure seekers brimming with dreams. One modern mystery, however, doesn't involve buried gold, but instead revolves around Dave Blankenship, one of the most rugged and determined faces from the Curse of Oak Island. Fans have been left wondering, what happened to Dave? And why did he vanish from the show? The answers weave a tale of resilience, legacy, and the quiet strength of a man shaped by hardship. A fixture of the fellowship. Dave Blankenship, the son of Oak Island legend Dan Blankenship, was introduced to viewers as a no-nonsense treasure hunter who, much like his father, carried an unyielding passion for uncovering the island's secrets. With his characteristic beard and gruff demeanor, Dave became a beloved part of the Oak Island Fellowship alongside brothers Rick and Marty Legina. As someone who grew up under the shadow of his father's relentless search for treasure, Dave was no stranger to the challenges of the hunt. Yet his story began long before Oak Island became a reality TV phenomenon. A life-altering accident. Decades prior to his time on the Curse of Oak Island, Dave experienced a life-altering event that would profoundly shape his future. In 1986, while working on a construction site, Dave suffered a severe fall from a height of 46 feet. The accident left him in a coma for weeks and resulted in permanent injuries, including nerve damage and partial paralysis on one side of his body. Joining the hunt. When Dan Blankenship first moved to Oak Island in 1965, he dedicated his life to unraveling the island's secrets. Dave initially remained apart from his father's quest, but eventually became deeply involved, especially after Dan's health began to decline. With Rick and Marty Lagina taking the lead on the treasure hunt, Dave brought his practical knowledge of the island's terrain and his father's legacy to the table. His candid personality and hands-on approach resonated with viewers, making him a fan favorite. Why did Dave leave? Dave's absence from recent seasons of The Curse of Oak Island left fans speculating. His departure wasn't marked by dramatic announcements or farewells on screen, which only added to the intrigue. Over time, a combination of health concerns, personal reasons, and a desire for privacy began to emerge as explanations. 1. Health challenges. Dave's health has always been a factor, given the lingering effects of his 1986 accident. The physical demands of treasure hunting, navigating rugged terrain, operating heavy machinery, and enduring long hours may have taken their toll. Additionally, advancing age likely played a role in his decision to step back. While Dave has shown remarkable resilience over the years, his body has endured more than its fair share of wear and tear. 2. A desire for privacy. Unlike many of his fellow cast members, Dave often expressed discomfort with the limelight that came with reality TV fame. Known for his blunt honesty, he occasionally voiced frustrations about the pressures of being on camera and the production's constraints. After years of sharing his life with millions of viewers, Dave may have simply decided it was time to retreat from the public eye and focus on his own well-being. 3. The passing of a torch. Dave's departure also coincides with the ongoing evolution of the Oak Island team. With younger members stepping up and the Lagina brothers continuing to lead the charge, Dave may have felt it was the right time to pass the torch. His father, Dan, passed away in 2019, leaving a legacy that Dave honored by continuing the hunt. However, as the team grows and adapts, Dave's role may have naturally diminished, allowing him to bow out gracefully. Life after Oak Island. Though he no longer appears on the show, Dave Blankenship's connection to Oak Island remains unbroken. He continues to reside on the island, living quietly and away from the cameras. According to reports, Dave spends his days tending to his property and enjoying the peace of island life, a stark contrast to the high-stakes treasure hunt that once defined his days. Fans may miss his presence on screen, but Dave's contributions to the Oak Island mystery endure. His years of dedication, expertise, and determination were instrumental in advancing the search, and his legacy is deeply intertwined with the history of the island. What Dave's story teaches us. The story of Dave Blankenship is more than just a subplot in the Oak Island saga. It's a narrative of perseverance, family, and the indomitable human spirit. From overcoming a catastrophic accident to becoming a key figure in one of history's most captivating treasure hunts, Dave's journey is a reminder that true strength isn't about avoiding challenges, but rising to meet them head-on. For fans of The Curse of Oak Island, Dave's absence is bittersweet. While his gruff humor and steadfast determination are missed, there's comfort in knowing he's found a quieter life after years of intense focus and scrutiny. As the Fellowship continues its relentless quest, Dave's contributions remain a cornerstone of their progress. The future of Oak Island without Dave. The search for Oak Island's elusive treasure continues, fueled by the passion of those who believe in its secrets. Dave Blankenship may no longer be part of the hunt, but his presence lingers in the memories of fans and the enduring camaraderie of the team. The island's history is rich with tales of those who came before, and Dave's chapter in that history is one of resilience and resolve. As the waves lap against the shores of Oak Island, they carry whispers of the past, of pirate legends, buried riches, and the people who dared to uncover them. Among those whispers is the story of Dave Blankenship, a man who, despite countless obstacles, left an indelible mark on the island's modern-day legacy.